Hapa hakuna mtu ataongea Kikuyu. Sasa hivi anaongea. Sasa utaongea Kikuyu? Yeah. Sasa Kikuyu, utaongea Kikuyu. Na usicheke.
Hebu nitumie namba sasa. Yes, so.
Are we ready to go? Are you set? Watu wa camera, are you set? No. Bad, okay. Take your time, take your time. They have been sent. By phone. Nani? Unaona vile imewekwa juu mpaka watu wadogo wako juu. Sorry? Vile imewekwa juu. Nini imewekwa juu? Siguza takuja press conference kesho moja.
Awapongeze kazi yenu hii public. Watu wajue kabisa.
We are good to go. So good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen of the press. We are having another briefing to update you on what you have been doing. As I told you in the morning, we are carrying out a historical party primary exercise whereby voting is taking place in 16,513 to be precise. 16,513 polling stations, and it involves more than 5,000 aspirants for 888 elective seats in 128 counties within that 6 counties. Indeed, similar to a general election carried out by IEBC. In August 2022, UDA is going to field all candidates in all 47 counties, 290 constituencies, and in all the wards, 1,450 wards in the country. Today's exercise was taking place in areas whereby we had more than one aspirant. We had to give them that democratic right. So far, so good. We have been very successful. There were just small incidences here and there, which were seriously isolated. The board, as I said in the morning, decided to postpone nominations in Mount Elgon, Marafa, Lukuyani, and Lugari, owing to logistics challenges, and they will be carried on 16th April 2022. Turkana East, Turkana Central, Bumura, the nomination exercise will be carried on 19th April. Nandi Hills, where we lost one of our aspirants, the nomination exercise will be carried on 19th April. And the party leadership and this board would like to condole with that family of that aspirant who passed away through a road accident. Nakuru Town West constituency, nominations will also be held on Tuesday, 19th. Also, Narok South constituency, the nominations will be held on that 19th. As we move towards the end of these exercises, we want to remind our members that it is their democratic right to participate in the nominations, and our aspirants and their agent should respect the process of tallying and announcement of the results. And as a party and name of this great party, we want to reiterate that violence, intimidation, threats, and other disorderly conduct will not be entertained whatsoever. As the board announced today, the disciplinary committee of the party is already seized of the unfortunate and deplorable incident of destruction of food material which happened in Nembu yesterday. Once we finish the whole process and somebody found culpable, disciplinary measures including disqualification, suspension, and even expulsion from the party will be done. We have also been informed, as I said in the morning, about the misconduct which happened in Bomet in the morning. The investigations commenced, and in due course we are going to announce to you the results. Unfortunately, in the afternoon, from Marakwet East constituency, there was a banditry attack whereby one person died and 5 were injured. One person is still missing. Our nominations were disrupted, but later on they resumed in all the polling stations apart from one. We urge the Kenya Police to move quickly and arrest the penetrators of that attack. The exercise was disrupted for around 2 hours, but as I have told you, voting has resumed. We urge our members in that region to be calm, but we also demand the police to continue protecting our people, especially at this particular time. Our condolence goes to the bereaved family. Aspirants and their agents are advised that in case they agree to the conduct or outcome of today's exercise, our party have got respective mechanism in solving disputes. We have got the complaints committee where they can lodge their complaints. They can even lodge their complaints at the tallying center and all the way to the party headquarters. In this connection, the Party Electoral Disputes Resolution Committee will commence its work of hearing and determining all disputes immediately. So far from the reports we have gotten from the ground, things have normalized, voting is going on well, and we are coming almost to the closure of this exercise. And before I finish, my good friend Professor, do you have anything to say about this political process? You know, politicians have to talk, whether it is a sad day or during celebrations.
Thank you, Chairman, for the great work you are doing with your team. We appreciate the technical and professional role that the National Elections Board of UDA is putting. And so far, we are very, very proud of your work, and the party appreciates that you have put up a show, unmatched, unrivaled, and I don't think there is any other party that can have the bragging rights we have today. Just to emphasize 3 things. The first is on the success rate of this exercise. that this exercise is 99.999% successful. As you are aware, ladies and gentlemen, even the electoral process, the general election, which is conducted by IBC, has its own incidents and issues here and there. So we are very happy. In fact, we think we have even outperformed what IBC ordinarily does. We knew that an exercise of this nature will not lack a few cases here and there, and those cases are being dealt with. And therefore, as a party, we are very proud of ourselves, and we want other parties to emulate the UDA, because we are aware no other party has ventured into this kind of exercise. In fact, on the contrary, we are hearing that many parties are dishing out certificates like sweets, where party leaders are having certificates in their pockets and dishing out on some unknown criteria. And we in UDA do not believe that is the way to go. We believe in the people having a right to exercise their democratic right to choose their leaders, however difficult, however complex, however logistically challenging it is. So we are very happy at the success rate. Second, we do not take lightly the very few incidents of misconduct that has been reported. We don't want to repeat, as the chairman of the NEBA said, that in Embu, we are taking that matter extremely seriously. And in the morning, we were asked which aspirants were responsible, and I think I can talk about it. I'm a politician like some of those my colleagues. The disciplinary committee of the party has summoned on Saturday the Honorable John Mushiri Nyaga, who is aspiring to be governor of Embu County under our ticket. The disciplinary committee has also summoned the Honorable Norman Kingangi Nyaga, the aspiring senator for Embu County, and another party member, I think is also an aspirant for the position of women rep, one Miss Margaret Lona Kariuki. They have a date with the disciplinary committee on Saturday. Investigations are ongoing. Any other person, especially with superior or command responsibility, will also face summons. The chairman has mentioned about Bomet. The disciplinary committee is also investigating certain aspirants in that county. We'll be releasing their names when the summons have been issued. Therefore, at this juncture, suffices to say we are also taking that incident as seriously as it should be taken. We have also received reports through the board that there has been cases of misconduct in Pangani within Starehe constituency, and that also is being investigated. We will not leave any matter unattended. The third issue, and the last one, is to call on all my colleagues who are vying for various positions. In this party, you will find justice, and the democratic process will be followed to the letter. We are now left with 1 hour to the closure of the exercise. And a most important exercise is going to take place, namely the tallying and announcement of results. That job, fellow colleague politicians, the job of tallying and announcing results is vested in the relevant party officials at the tallying centers, the returning officers. And any aspirant who thinks they can intimidate the party using violence, intimidation, using obstruction of the democratic process is hereby notified that the party will deal with such misconduct severely and firmly. As the chairman has said, we have 5,000 aspirants taking part in today's party primaries across the country. And they are all canvassing for 888 slots. It follows, therefore, that 4,122 colleagues will not succeed today. But we want to assure them that for us as UDA, we do not consider elections a matter of life and death. And therefore, they should be dissuaded from misconduct or breach of the party's code of conduct. And those that will not be successful are still our heroes and heroines. They should take part and join. Their colleagues will be announced winners, support the party, and we want to assure them on behalf of the party hierarchy that under the UDA Kenya Kwanza administration, they will all be accommodated to play a role in the building of our nation and of our party. And therefore, we do not expect to have any violence. We don't expect to have any disruptions this evening. Finally, we do not want as a party to appear as if we are stifling the voicing of grievances. And that is why the chairman of the board has announced, which I reiterate, that the party constitution and nomination rules to hear, determine, and resolve those disputes, and the outcome of that process, of course, is also subject to review by the political parties' disputes tribunal and even the judicial organ. So we see no reason why anybody who is aggrieved or has a dispute should not find justice. We will keep you updated at the closure of this exercise. And the chairman has also said, I think earlier, that in places where voting started late, the exercise will be prolonged to compensate for the loss of time. And we are not in a position, the board is not in a position to say it depends on when the exercise began in a particular area. So the extension will depend on how much time will be lost, and the general principle shall be no one should be denied a chance to vote, and therefore in those areas where there was delay, the exercise will continue until the last person has voted. Thank you. God bless Kenya. God bless UDA. Asanteni.
Asante sana, Professor. Any question? Maybe we can take 2 or 3.
Thank you. Grace Nganga from KTA News. Well, we had the Deputy President say that he'll be personally, part of this process and just to ensure that it's free and fair. So mine is to Mr. Kindiki. Where is the Deputy President at this time?
The Deputy President is the party leader of this party. And wherever he is the leader of this party. So wherever he is getting proper, he is in proper communication with this board, This board has got a mandate of delivering free and fair election without any influence from any quarter, just only advisory. And the Deputy President is being briefed minute by minute of what is happening, and is totally in charge of this process and this party.
Good afternoon. My name is Mashali Wangoi. When we were giving the presser in the morning, mid-morning, I was at St. Peter's Clavers Primary School in Muthurwa. And by 12, they had not started the exercise. Do you have information or update on the situation in Starehe? Thank you.
A lot of information, because as I say in the morning, I'm the one who talked to the parish priest of that church, and we agreed, and he gave us 2 classes. In fact, I'm in a hurry to go to that church and be washed my feet, as it happened on Holy Thursday, before Jesus was crucified.
Hi, I'm Simfro Zokinda, Rabogi TV. In the morning, you mentioned that the counties under which the UDA was carrying out its primaries were 35. Currently, you mentioned 36. What happened and which one is the new county? And then another question is, did the primaries kick off in Kakamega? What's the current situation there? Thank you.
Everything is dynamic. Things keep on changing. In Kakamega, we are going to carry out the primaries as I have said on Saturday, because there was that problem of the lorry which was ferrying our materials, which was ferrying the materials of Kakamega, Bugoma, and Mount Elgon. So all those primaries will be carried on Saturday.
I'm Julius from the Star newspaper. Are they for the all? I mean, are you saying that the nominations have been pushed forward in the entire Kakamega and entire Bungoma, or their specific constituencies?
I did mention the particular constituencies. If you are keen enough, you could have had the constituencies I mentioned.
My name is Safin from KBC. I just wanted to seek a clarification which register is being used for this nomination process. Is it the IEBC register or the register of UDA members? Because we have received information that there are certain polling stations that are using the IEBC register. If so, what are some of the strategies that the party has put in place to ensure that the process is not infiltrated by non-members of UDA?
Yesterday, I think I talked about the register, and I see that we have got our own register, which has been approved by the Registrar of Political Parties. That is the register I'm using. Anything else? Then let us all go to the church and we wash our feet, then we come back here at around 7 to celebrate the Last Supper. I think one of my colleagues can address the Kikuyu, Tifi, maybe Nono, maybe Kameme, or whichever. And also we have got another colleague who can address CAS. We are a board of a lot of varieties. And even, in fact, after this, and even IKRA FM, we have got a member who can address the IKRA FM. And after this, don't go anywhere. We have got refreshments, and we want to celebrate something like the Last Supper with you.
Muriega dwaito a Kenya. Umothe nitukumu update handu-ini ha UDA party primaries iria cianjĩrĩirio ũmũthĩ thinacara, na in most of the polling stations, na tũra expect kũrĩkia exercise ĩno thaa 11 thima kũrĩ kũndũ kũnini kũngĩ na kũngĩ kũrĩa voting process yanjĩrĩirie ĩcereirwo nĩ ũndũ wa mathĩna fulani, na kũndũ kũu nĩ tũkũrĩkia voting depending na andũ arĩa makũvote, tondu kiama gitu nigeteketie ati pursuant to the constitution o mundu ena haki ya guthura mundu uria arenda na voting eketwo in 16,513 polling stations. 16,513 polling stations. Kwena makiria ma aspirants 5,000 for elective state seats magana manana ma 88 in 128 counties. 128 counties, constituencies within 36 counties. Now, in August, Turaugate UDA NECA field candidates in all 47 counties, in all 290 constituencies, na in all 1,450 wards. Na nito turakena muno na niturashokeria Ngai ngatho ati so far process yeno tiga kundu kuna na kuna ikoretwo successful na no kundu ta Ebu kuria kurari na thina na Elgeyo Marakwet kuria bandits marokire mara attack ado na mundu mwe ni aretirwo na nituramahoera muno na andu amwe maratihio na kundu kuria kurari na thina wa gutwara materials nitukagia na githurano Saturday ya mweri 16 mweri uyu na kundu ta kou ni ta Mount Elgon, Malaba, Likuyani na Lugari. Arafu Turkana East, Turkana Central na Bumala nigukagia githurano Tuesday mweri 19 mweri uyu. Nandi Hills kuria one of our aspirants aretirwo na nituramuhoera na turahoera family yake muno nigugakorwo na githurano o Tuesday ro iyo ya mweri 19 mweri uyu hamwe na Nakuru Town West constituency kuria tugakorwo na githurano kia members of parliament o Tuesday ro iyo ya mweri 19 hamwe na Narok South constituency ona magakorwo na githurano mweri 19 mweri uyu na niturenda ku remind andu aria othe mara participate all our party members mamenye throughout they have a democratic right guthura uria marenda na andu othe especially aspirants na supporters ao no muhaka maka respect Wanjiku athure uria kwenda na turauga atiriri ta kiama tutigwetikira ona hanini ado magie na haro todo. This is a democratic process. This is a democratic right of Wanjiku, of everyone guthura uria arenda na already chairman witu nia tagathete ati disciplinary committee ya kiama ni ready ku discipline anybody uria okwanjiriria haro na uria oguthukia materials cia kiama cia githurano toria kurekekire Ebu na ni twerwo oro riu ni chairman witu ati already the disciplinary committee ni tete andu aria irona maratwikire involved na haro eyo ira on Saturday ni magathie kuona kamiti yo na uria konwo niwe wari na mahitia. Kamiti yo ina rutha rwa go take disciplinary action including ku expel mebocio wa kiama. Also neto receive electoral misconduct ku Bomet na andu acio investigations ni irekwo na aria magakorwo nio mahitirie onao they will be subject to disciplinary committee. Again, nitwa receive news at the Marakwet East constituency niratakirwo ni bandits na mundu mwe araoragwo na andu 5 maratihio na mundu mwe bado ndoikaine kuri ari no ni undu wa wega wa Ngai voting ni thire na mbere na ni tukwihoka gugikinyia thinacara exercise ya voting ni gukorwo irikite. Aspirants na agency yao ni marorio ungikorwo wina thina ona uriku ukonainie na githurano giki kio muthi, mechanism cieho lodge complaint yaku kwi the dispute resolution committee ya kiama na committee yo will speedily decide the outcome of that dispute. Na wina haki waigua nduiganeire guthie kwe political parties tribunal na thutha ucio waigua bado nduiganeire no uthie igoti-ini. Na ni tukwihoka muthenya uyu Ngai ni aurathimite na ati githurano giki gia kiama ni giguthira wega. Kundu kuria voting yanjiriirie icereirwo ni twitikirite kureka andu othe mavote ona korwo ni tugucererwo. Tukianjiriria gutara votes ni tura encourage aspirants othe makorwo mena agency ciao nigetha ma monitor that tallying because that electoral process is theirs. Ni tukwihoka thutha-ini uyu andu aria othe mataguthurwo although they are heroes ni tukuma encourage ma support kiama ma support party leader witu nigetha tugithie the next stage ya campaigns na githurano kia mweri 9 August tugakorwo twi hamwe uria autoria andu maugaga na githungu, together we are stronger, together we go further, together we go faster. Thank you muno na Ngai amurathime.